So, one of the interesting things about being on football Twitter is you see a lot of stuff that is just plain wrong sometimes. People put out tweets and they don't think about it, or they outright lie in order to make whoever they're supporting look better. And it's one of the things that irks me as a history and politics student, where I have spent a lot of time sourcing things correctly to make sure I'm not getting anything wrong or I'm not even looking at anything wrong. And it's something that I want to take a look at because we see it far too often. It's often one of the problems with modern society where people say whatever they want without any sources or without backing it up with any sort of facts. There was one tweet that I saw today which sort of sparked this, and it's something that I might continue doing in the future. There are only two players who have played in 5 World Cups and not scored a knockout goal: Manuel Neuer and Cristiano Ronaldo. Seems like a fairly innocuous statement. Obviously, it's Messi propaganda, or propers probably be better called on Twitter. And it seems like a fairly normal statement. But I just thought I'd look at it and see is it actually true or not. First, there's two main things. Who's played in 5 World Cups? Has Cristiano Ronaldo not scored in a knockout? And has anybody else failed to do so after appearing in 5? So the first thing is it actually mentions Manuel Neuer. He's actually only ever played 4 World Cups. But I think that's benefit of doubt. You can forget that. He only played in 2010, 14, 18, and 2022, and it does seem unlikely he's going to make that fifth appearance. You have to remember, appearing in 5 World Cups is over 20 years. You have to be called up very, very early in your career to be even able to have a chance at that. So there's actually only 6 players in the entire history of the World Cup, including Ronaldo, that have played in 5 World Cups. So it's fairly easy to examine. Cristiano Ronaldo has not scored in the knockout round of a World Cup. That is true. So that part of the statement is right. But has anybody else failed to do so? Well, the first one is Lionel Messi. I mean, just look at the World Cup final from Qatar. So that's out the window. The second person who's played at 5 is Lothar Matthäus of Germany. He played at 5 World Cups and he scored in the round of 16 in Mexico 1986. So there's one. Rafael Marquez of Mexico, I believe. He played 5 and he scored in the 2006 round of 16. So again, there's another player. So there's only, what, 2 more players? Yeah, 2 more players to analyse. So maybe it is true. Until you look at the other two, Antonio Cabral and Andres Guardado, who both did not score despite appearing in 5 different World Cups and 5 different knockout group. Well, not 5 different you've got knockout group stages, but 5 different World Cups and reaching the knockouts. To be fair, I believe Antonio Carbajal, I'm going to absolutely butcher that, is a goalkeeper. So maybe it's, you know what, maybe it's, okay, anybody who's played in 5 who's an outfield player. So you're still getting the general gist of the tweet, but maybe you messed it up a little bit. So, okay, Antonio Cabral and Manuel Neuer. Well, Manuel Neuer didn't play 4, but fair enough. But Andres Guardado, he played at 5 World Cups and he was an outfield player. He was a midfielder. And he didn't score. He appeared in knockout rounds. He did not score for the national team, which immediately invalidates the tweet. And the thing is, this is actually quite a fairly easy one to diagnose. You go on to Wikipedia, list of players who appeared in the most FIFA World Cups, and right at the very side there is most World Cup games played in FIFA World Cup, and only 6 among Lothar Matthäus, Cristiano Ronaldo, Antonio Cabral, Andres Guardado, and Rafael Marquez that entered the field in 5 different tournaments. So, yeah, that tweet is wrong, and it is one of the symptoms of the sort of social media environment we live in today, where the effort required to make a fake tweet or fake news is far outstripped by the effort it takes to go and disprove this theory. It took me, to be fair, only 10-15 minutes to look through all the Wikipedia pages. But in general, that's still 10-15 minutes that the person who is making the tweet has not spent. They can just make it up and go as they are. So that was just a tweet I thought that was interesting. I might do these in the future because misinformation is something that I actually quite dislike. And providing a sort of source to show these tweets are wrong, but also how you might go about disproving these tweets is an interesting thing I might continue doing just in my spare time. So if you see something that you think looks wrong, don't just go past it. Maybe spend 5 minutes of your day, have a look through Wikipedia, have a Google search, see if it's right and if it's wrong. Don't just absorb information, critically discuss it and analyse it before taking it as a fact. But have a good day.